Good morning, Faith Lutheran. I'm Marcelo Blanco.
I'm Anna Masseri, reporting from the FLNN.
Faith Lutheran incorporates prayer in almost everything they do.
It's a scene of chaos and uncertainty.
Thanks for tuning in to the FLNN Sports Broadcast.
Good morning, Faith Lutheran. My name is Yasha Chapman.
And I'm Courtney Wardle. Thank you for tuning into our broadcast.
With graduation coming up soon, Courtney looked into how seniors feel about this year's baccalaureate speakers.
Good morning, Faith Lutheran. I'm Courtney Wardle from the FLNN, and today we will be examining the class of 2018's baccalaureate speakers. Are you happy with this year's speakers?
Yeah, I'm very happy with this year's speakers. I got my boy Stell, my boy Stauffer in there. Best teachers out here.
Yeah, I'm happy with this year's speakers. I'd like to see Mr. Stell speak.
Kind of. I'm just really excited to hear Stell talk. I feel like it's gonna be a heart-throbbing speech.
Who would you want that's different than our current list of speakers?
I would put Connolly on there because he's a funny guy.
And I'd bring in Miss G. Miss G's a real one too.
I feel like Mr. Best should definitely be a speaker.
Do you even care about who speaks?
Yeah, I care about who speaks. I think it's important to have our favorite teachers up there because we pay attention more.
Yes, I care a lot. It means like a lot to me.
Not really. I mean, I'm happy I got two that I like a lot, so yeah.
Although this year's list of speakers was amazing, everyone seemed to be excited to see Mr. Stell speak, so we caught up with him and asked him some questions. Were you expecting to be on this year's baccalaureate speakers list?
I have to say, if I'm being honest, I was not expecting it at all.
Have you ever spoke as a baccalaureate speaker before?
I have. I had the honor of being chosen last year by last year's seniors, but I had more seniors in class. And I think a couple of them had some sway in like student leadership and things like that. So yeah, I did it last year. It was a lot of fun.
And are you nervous for this year?
Not really. I've done it enough times in 10 years now, speaking in front of a lot of people. I get nervous in the walk up to the podium and just like initially saying those first couple words and sentences. But after that, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it.
And that's a 411 on this year's speakers. Who would you elect? Back to you in the studio.
Wow, this year's wrapping up quickly. And speaking of wrapping up quickly, I wonder how the greenhouse is coming along.
Yeah, that's right. We throw it off to Chase Camper to tell us when we can expect to see the greenhouse done and ready to go.
Howdy, I'm Chase Camper, the FLNN, and today we are going to go around the school interviewing people on the upcoming greenhouse and what to expect from it. Let's take a look. How close is it to being done?
We're hoping to move in May 1st.
And how will this greenhouse improve your teaching?
It's going to allow us to do scientific method stuff, a little bit more than cookbook chemistry kind of labs that we do a lot of the time, but we don't often get to actually create our own hypothesis and then figure out a procedure to test that hypothesis and then actually come to an answer with numbers and then share and problem solve and think together.
Mr. Blank and Mr. Blessing have been working very hard to get this greenhouse done over the past few months. They're spending all day in the greenhouse. What are you expecting from the upcoming greenhouse?
So the greenhouse will provide our science students with greater opportunities to have like a hands-on learning experience with courses like greenhouse botany, and it'll also help our Mark 1014 students. They're going to be in there a lot more, handling flowers and food, and we also plan on donating things to 3 Square, so it increases our volunteer work. So the greenhouse is 2 separate houses almost, and there's going to be a giant cooling wall that goes down, and it separates the 2 houses from each other, and there's going to be different environments in each house. So say you could have like a more tropical environment in one and then a desert environment in the other.
What are you expecting from the upcoming greenhouse?
We are expecting new classes to take place, as well as there will be a lot of labs, and the Mark 1014 program will also be involved in more activities in there. It will help our school because we will become more active in the community. We will be partaking in community service with 3 Square, as well as we will be able to have farmers markets, and it will just be a good community event with the greenhouse.
Well, Faith, the boys are working hard here. Hopefully this greenhouse will be done soon. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Chase.
Here at Faith Lutheran, everybody has to do 20 hours of community service a year. This way, Faith students give back to the community.
Gabe Jarmillo reports on this hour requirement and what students think.
Faith Lutheran makes it mandatory for all students to get at least 20 hours of service per year. Today we will interview students and faculty about their thoughts on it. With this school year coming to a close, have you gotten your service hours done?
Yes, I have.
What have you done so far to get your service hours?
I volunteered at the thrift shop and did a few other events.
I've worked at 3 Square and I've done Visa.
Why do you think the school makes 20 hours of service per year necessary?
It's the Christian thing to do. You know, in the Bible it tells us to serve. Now I firmly believe that if we are to attend such an amazing school, you know, it's our duty, not only as Christians, but as humans and as Americans, to come together as a community and give back. Because, you know, we are so privileged to live in the United States of America and in this great city of Las Vegas. And as I look around me, I see opportunity. And I want to give that opportunity to other people that may not be as fortunate as us.
So we can be like the prophets in the Bible.
Do you feel you and or the community benefit from this?
Absolutely. See, when we go out, you know, I don't know exactly what all the other faith students do, but as long as we go out and show our face as Faith Lutheran students, we are not only giving the school a good rep, but helping everybody. So the community benefits and the school benefits.
Yes, I believe so, because it just benefits us.
Faith Lutheran makes it mandatory for every student to get 20 hours of service per year. Every student has their different way of serving, from 3 Square to the thrift shop, and Faith Lutheran even offers mission trips, which typically would give you all the service hours you need. Making it mandatory for service hours helps the students give back to their community and also gives them a chance to show their faith. Now we will interview Ms. Bulline to get a better understanding on the service hours of Faith Lutheran. Why do you feel faith students need to do service hours?
I think it's important for faith students to give back to their community, get out into the community and serve others and feel how blessed they really are. And I think it's important to help when we can pay it forward for free.
What advice could you give to students to help them with their service hours?
Mainly to focus on planning ahead. A lot of them may get involved in clubs or sports that they hadn't planned on doing. So if they use their open time wisely, a free weekend, opportunities on campus, you can get a couple hours here and there and they add up quickly.
Have you gotten your service hours in? This has been Gabe Jarmillo with the FLNN. Back to you in the studio.
As the number of sophomores driving rises, the ability to find parking and arrive on time becomes a problem. I know as a senior, my friends and I are not happy about this.
Yes, many people at school have been talking about the lack of parking. Some even decide to take a chance on parking reserved and handicapped spots. Colton Burdez looked into this problem.
Hi, I'm Colton from the FLNN, and parking here has become a huge issue at Faith. We're here to get students' opinions and administration solutions to this problem. As the population of upperclassmen increase, the amount of open parking spaces decrease, and with the 6th grade class being the largest it's ever been at Faith, we will be seeing a lot of student drivers in the near future. We got CEO Dr. Book to discuss the solution about this upcoming situation.
Well, obviously Faith Lutheran's, the largest private school in Nevada, so parking is going to be a premium for us. We know that every single day a sophomore turns 16, and so the parking lot in August looks very different from a parking lot in May. We know it gets tighter and tighter, and kids are parking further and further away. So what the board has decided to do is we're actually going to be adding 141 parking spots this summer. So when you come back in August, there's going to be 103 out on the far northwest end of the property, out by the soccer and lacrosse field, and you'll actually be able to get on and off campus right from Indigo there. We're going to punch through what's called an ingress and egress right onto Indigo. And then we're going to add 38 spots over by the portables, kind of over by the greenhouse. There's going to be 38 spots. While those will probably largely be for faculty, that will free up 38 spots in the parking lot that you guys park in that the faculty currently uses.
Do you have trouble finding parking before school?
No, I don't, because I park in the same spot every day.
If I'm late at all, then I can't find parking, and I usually have to park far away, but I usually come early enough where I don't. Yeah.
Do you find it hard to leave after school because it's so crowded?
No, because I leave later for football, so like it's more like there's less people around.
Yeah, the lines behind the cars get pretty long and then I can't back out, especially because I'm a bad driver.
All right, how would you feel if administration expanded our parking lot?
I'd like it so it'd be more spread out.
It'd be a lot easier. Like I could save time in the morning and not leave my house as early because I would know I would have a spot. So I'd like that.
That's all for today, Faith Lutheran. I'm Colton from the FLNN. Back to you in the studio.
And that's all for today. Thank you for tuning into our broadcast. For more news and information, go to crusaderchronicle.com. Signing off from the FLNN, I'm Courtney Wardle.
And I'm Yasha Chapman.
God bless.